Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. We are trying to reach 1,000 subscriptions, and every subscription helps us out with that goal. To our older subscribers that are out there spreading the word, we appreciate it. And new subscribers, welcome to the channel from comicbookmovie.com. We have some cool news regarding The Last of Us Season 2, which premieres this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, The Last of Us Season 2 Rotten Tomatoes score revealed as reviews promise post-apocalyptic TV at its peak. As we first reported on GameFragger.com, the first reviews are in for The Last of Us Season 2, and with no social media reactions to precede them, we can get right into the meat of whether these newest episodes live up to the critically acclaimed first batch. So far, the response has been extremely positive. Like its predecessor, the series is still very dark and not always easy watching. However, the cast doesn't disappoint, even if the decision to split The Last of Us Part 2 into a 2-season story does to some degree. An early Rotten Tomatoes score has generated as we write about this. The Last of Us Season 2 has a 92% score based on 37 verdicts. Season 1 is certified fresh at 96%. But what's a few percent between infected? Variety's review mentions that the new focus makes for an even grimmer version of a show that could already be a difficult watch, but allows Ramsey in particular to evolve their protagonist from a wisecracking kid to a deeply scarred young adult. As for the rap, the trade says, just like the game, The Last of Us Season 2 is well constructed and engaging to experience, though the greatest impact comes from the cycles of violence continuing to unfold. While The Hollywood Reporter similarly praised the series, its verdict explains its lasting impression is one of anticlimax, as it becomes apparent that the answer to most of the questions it raises is, you'll see next season. Wow, that's interesting there. A5 review from Empire ends with, moving and devastating in equal doses, The Last of Us remains post-apocalyptic television at its peak. At almost every turn it delivers. Pray to the video game adaptation gods that Season 3 sticks the landing. Total Film wasn't so enamored and writes, The Last of Us Season 2 captures the unimaginable grief of its source material with brilliant performances and visceral scenes of brutal violence, but ends abruptly and fails to live up to the true magic of its first season. According to TV Line, The Last of Us remains an exceptionally well-made zombie thriller in Season 2, but it's sadder and harsher than ever, especially after a brutal twist, adds IGN. It's still good, but it also is a sequel that struggles because it's only half of the story. In our review, we conclude with Pedro Pascal as a force to be reckoned with in The Last of Us, and with Bella Ramsey and Isabella Merced matching him beat for beat. Season 2 is a powerful, rousing triumph that cements this series as the best video game adaptation ever. Big words there. However, as great as The Last of Us Season 2 is, like many outlets, we also acknowledge that it delivers only half a story, and that does appear to be a major sticking point for a lot of the critics. Should HBO have condensed the story into a longer Season 2, or perhaps even made it so that the Season 3 would arrive later this year? That's up for debate. Season 3 is expected to begin production in June, meaning the wait for the second half of this adaptation at least won't be as long. The 7-episode second season premieres on Sunday, this Sunday, April 13th on Max, and will be available worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about this news down in the comments. Are you a fan of The Last of Us? 2 questions. Did you play the video game? Are you aware of it? Are you a fan of the show? Also, let me know if you are a fan of the show but actually didn't play the video game. I think it makes for an interesting discussion there. This is definitely going to be big TV for Max, going to get a lot of viewership, and one of the more anticipated shows. This show has been in development for a while, and people have been waiting for this, so can't wait to see what the audience really thinks about this as soon as it hits the airwaves. But ladies and gents, please comment down below, subscribe to the channel, share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues, let them know to subscribe as well, ring that bell for notifications. With that being said, be safe. It's Neff signing off.